Good morning, YouTube family. I feel like spring is here. We're doing our first big full counterweight grove job of the spring, and it is February 2nd, or no, March 2nd. We just had a couple inches of snow yesterday, and it only lasted like one day. The sun came out and it was super intense. So the roads are clean again, and the ground is actually still pretty frozen. There's a good 4 inches of frost, which helps for this front yard setup. I think with all the plywood it'd probably still be okay, but firmer is always better. And we got Spencer back.
I'm back.
Happy to have you back. We missed you.
Good to be back.
Everyone in the YouTube comments was super worried about you. They're like,
I was just off wandering.
They're like, where's Spencer?
No reason to be concerned.
Spencer's not going anywhere. He's with me for life.
Yep, that was the deal.
I'll give you a little tour of the job site today. First of all, we got the grove set up in this front yard. We've got 3 layers of 3/4 inch plywood laid out. We've got all of our wood pads, and in the back, I'll show you too, we have some steel plates laid down. We've got our counterweight trailer backed up here. We've already got all the counterweights loaded on the grove. 57,000 pounds of counterweight, and I think when I measured out this tree, the crane is about 127 feet away from the tree. So it's actually a little bit of a reach, but at 110 feet, we're good for 10,000 pounds. So I think we'll probably be in that 7,000 to 8,000 pound range, which
cool.
Those are some pretty good sized pieces.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you guys into the backyard and show you this tree. It's got a fat trunk.
Yeah.
Have you walked up to it yet?
Yeah.
It's definitely.
It's pretty big, yeah.
And that's kind of what I was thinking. Depending on how heavy these pieces of wood are, if we cut them too small, they become little cubes. And when they're cubes like that, they want to flip upside down. It's always better to make it longer than it is fat when you cut it. So I was almost kind of thinking maybe we should fell the trunk and then pick it up off the ground with the grove after, fell it closer to the crane. What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, kind of have to get to that point and see how
we'll vibe it out.
Yeah,
when the time
we'll
comes.
see what we're good for as far as capacity goes. And we brought both grapple trucks today because this is a lot of wood to haul away, and we brought both big chipper trucks. And I'm thinking that just the 2 grapple trucks alone isn't going to be enough to haul all this wood away. I'm thinking it's going to be 3 grapple truck loads. So let's go check it out. So I'm kind of thinking, depending on how much we're good for, hopefully we can take those branches on the backside. Hopefully we can take those in one pick.
Yeah.
Each branch, one pick. And then obviously I'm not worried at all about getting the tree down to this Y section. But after that Y, can we take a piece this big from 110 feet away? Really, we'd need to pick this trunk in 2 pieces.
I feel like it'll be fine.
I always think back to that job that we did with the 2 huge maple trees, and that was about 115 feet away in Monona. We worked into the dark on that one.
I don't remember.
But yeah, so worst case scenario, we get it down to that Y section. We cut a huge face cut here, and we fell it closer to the crane. But there's not really a great way to, you'd have to get the Avant back here to pull it over.
I think we can just pick it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that whole top left side in one?
I just think it might be a little bit too wide. See this branch that's closest to us? I think we should just go up to that Y and just take the right side of it. I know it's a very small pick, but then we could take a big one after that. 2 big wood picks, so 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna say 15 or 16 cuts to cut this whole tree down. Pretty sweet view, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think we've done a grove job next to a frozen lake yet.
Yeah.
So this is a first. And it's 11:30, we haven't even made a cut yet, but the crane's all set up, ready to go. So maybe 4 or 5 hours with the tree. So that'd put us at 5 o'clock. We'll probably be out of here by 6:30.
Yeah.
Follow along with us as we cut down this tree. Here we go. All right, so we're about to make our first pick. We're gonna take this whole top lead right here. Just a beautiful day for this, not a cloud in the sky. And Spencer, say hello.
Hello.
I got a new tool here. This is a Cena unit with a little microphone. My friend Tyler made this for me, and it has an auxiliary cord that goes right into the stereo. Instead of wearing these headphones all the time, all I need is this. And the cool thing about that is now you guys can hear what Spencer has to say. All right, first piece, we've got it pre-tensioned to 1,600 pounds. We think it's gonna weigh around 2,000. Is that cut free?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, just hold it there.
Okay, make sure you have enough rope, okay?
Yep.
You should have the boys give you that little lanyard thing so you can hang the chainsaw in the tree after every cut.
Yep.
Just be careful because there's that one branch that's kind of like rubbing.
Yeah, just boot them up a bit. Two, we're taking this long skinny branch right here. You can see Spencer in the tree. Give us a wave, Spencer. Here we go. We're gonna pre-tension this one to 1,600 pounds. Perfect, huh? Yeah, take a little bit.
Oops. Let me turn up my volume. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
That's the problem is, I feel like if I have the volume up enough that I can hear you, then when you start running the chainsaw, then you can hear the chainsaw.
I can't tell the difference. It's my voice that scrambles my brain more.
Oh, okay. Can you hear your voice now?
Yeah.
Silky smooth. Nice job.
How much did that weigh?
1,900.
This next one could be 30, 35.
Kind of wild that we're lifting stuff over the maple. Lift it up.
Yep.
Nice. I guess we'll kind of remember the size of this one. It came in at 2,000 pounds because we need to start trying to figure out how much those backside branches are going to weigh, you know?
Yep.
All right, so next pick here. Spencer's gonna be cutting this big one here all the way up there, all in one cut. And we are 117 feet away from the crane. Still good for 6,700 pounds. Remember, the ball and the cable weigh 1,000. 3,000 pounds. So I guess compare this one to those branches on the backside, Spencer. If those look smaller than this is only 3,000.
Yeah.
And this one is weighing in at 2,000 pounds. This next cut is going to be the biggest cut so far today. Ideally, we'd like to take these branches first. Unfortunately, some of these branches go under this big wishbone branch that Spencer's closest to. So we have to reach on the back side of the tree and take this wishbone branch first, and then we can go after these. It's kind of a little puzzle here we got going on. We are pre-tensioned to 2,800 pounds, and we're at 132 foot radius, and we are good for 5,400 pounds. Sling job if it's cut. My one outrigger's at 70,000 and my light outrigger's at 10,000. And this piece is weighing in at 4,300 and we're good for 5,300.
Bigger than I thought.
Thank you. You're welcome. That thing's heavy. Holy crap, that's heavy. Beautiful job, Spencer. You can't do any better than that. That's amazing.
That's
Good job.
pretty good.
And we're at 3,700, so it actually weighed a lot less than what you were thinking.
Okay.
3,700 pounds.
I could have taken that, but whatever.
You want to chow down half of a burrito quick? These are huge burritos.
I've got the perfect level of Cliff Bar and Red Bull in my stomach.
Ooh, I see some tangles. Watch your noggin. Oh, this is a wide one. Definitely the widest one so far. One more top and this tree will be topped out. Last big top for this tree. We're going after this whole piece here.
Got it pretension to 2,600.
Jeez.
I tried cabling up a little bit to keep it from happening.
Is it just heavier?
It was just a little bit butt heavy, that's all. And yeah, it was a little bit heavier too. We were only at 2,700 and it ended up weighing 3,700. Yeah, Aaron's definitely gonna have to make a bunch of cuts on this one in order to set it down.
That's it. Go ahead and lift it a little bit. Nice. All right.
We're down to the last brush pick of this tree and it's about 4 o'clock. So to get all the brush off the tree, it's taken about 4 hours. I think we can get all the wood done in another hour, so about 5 hours to cut this tree down once the crane's all set up and ready to go. This last brush pick is also the farthest pick away. We're out to 142 feet away and we're good for 4,300 pounds. And we're thinking this one's gonna weigh in around 3,500. That we got all the brush off that tree in one chipper truck.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's pretty impressive. I just looked over and the black truck's only like 2/3 full. For 6,800, we should be able to take both of those one at a time, don't you think? All right, we're doing the first big wood section of the tree now that all the brush is gone. 80% capacity. It's weighing in at 5,100 pounds.
Yeah, I gotta get away from this thing.
Is the other one bigger or smaller?
Pretty comparable, maybe a hair bigger.
with the ball and the cable. We're at 6,100 and we're good for 77. So we've got an extra 1,700 pounds to spare. So this is 117 feet away. Now we're going after the other big wood piece here. There's gonna be 2 more picks after this one, maybe 3. We're good for 6,500 and we've got this one pre-tension to 4,400 and we're at 120 foot radius. That's funny, when I measured it, I said it was exactly 120 feet away from the crane and here we are.
Cut. I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay.
Yep.
This is 6,800.
Yeah, I bet
They're really good for 65.
they could be a hair divided by 2. They could be right there. Same thing. It doesn't look that big from here.
No, it doesn't. I know, I was wondering if you even needed me up here, if I could just be from the ground with it, but I'd rather swing.
It's always faster.
Yeah.
All right, let's both rappel at the same time.
Right now, or?
Yeah.
These guys must be best friends.
All right, I'll make the wing cuts.
So we decided we're gonna cut this trunk into 3 cuts. One here, here, and then here. It's just gonna be way safer because this could be very heavy. It's actually pretty wide diameter wood.
Slings back down and they're tending their slack, and when I cable down far enough then they'll be able to set the slings. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for these boys.
All right.
Second to last piece here. We're at 83% capacity. Oh yeah, this is nice. So we're good for 7,400 and this is 6,200 with the ball and cable. Nice job, boys. Beautiful sling job. That's the perfect size, Spencer. So now we can easily just do 2 more and we'll be set, huh? Here we go. Last crane pick of the night. And that comes in at 3,000 pounds. And we're good for 6,300. So we could have picked it whole, Spencer.
it would have just been really heavy. We got everything all cut down and cleaned up. We got all the plywood picked up, and it is 8 o'clock at night. That was a lot of work. We actually ended up picking every piece with the crane, and the hardest part was just loading the logs, those huge butt logs, into the purple truck. There was just enough room. We barely got them all in there. But come in the backyard, I'll show you the stump. Here's where the crane was. There's really no ridge here. That's just the grass needs to be a little bit fluffed up. But yeah, the crane didn't even leave a mark from being, you know, put in the front lawn. The 3 layers of plywood really works well. This stump is massive. And I think Spencer, if you're watching this one's gonna make it on the cover of Stump Cut magazine. We got the tree all cut down, cleaned up, logs loaded, and while I was sucking in the boom and taking the counterweights off, I had Zach and Felipe helping me do that. And while we were doing that, Aaron and Spencer were dumping wood chips and wood. So we kind of all got done at the same time, and they came back to help pick up the plywood. So even though it's 8 o'clock and we're still here, I mean, I think we did it as fast as we possibly could. That was a lot of material and a lot of work. Thank you for following along with us on this project. If you guys would like to see more of this content, please like and subscribe, and we'll be sure to make more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful night. We'll see you on the next one.